The history of the Apache tribes in the White Mountain Apache area of central Arizona. The Apache lived, they fought, they survived. They did not wait for history to write itself. They wrote it with fire and steel in the high deserts and the deep canyons of the White Mountains. The land was harsh, but they were harsher. Against the Spanish, against the Mexicans, and against the Americans, they did what they must. They endured. They came from the north, where the cold bites and the wind cuts like a blade. They moved south, through mountains and plains, until they found the land where they would make their stand. They were Apache, the White Mountain Apache. They did not build cities. They did not plant vast fields. They hunted. They moved with the seasons. They followed the game. They knew the land as man knows his own hand. It fed them. It protected them. It was their home. Life was simple. Life was hard. The Apache lived in wickiups, small and strong, built to be left behind when the time came to move. They ate what the land gave them, deer, rabbits, the roots and berries that grew wild. They knew how to fight. They knew how to disappear. They fought when they must, striking fast, vanishing faster. Their housing. Man does not need walls to keep him safe. He needs to know the land. Their diet. They took what they needed, no more. Wild game, wild plants. What they could trade, they traded. Their warfare and defense. The Apache fought like the wind. They come from nowhere. They came from nowhere. They left nothing behind. They did not fight in lines or in ranks. They fought to win. They fought to live. The men came in iron and cloth, speaking words the Apache did not know. They built missions. They built settlements. They tried to change the land, to change the Apache. The Apache did not change. They resisted. They fought. The Spanish, then the Mexicans, then the Americans. Each came with their laws, their gods, their guns. The Apache met them with arrows and fire. Mangus, Cochise, names spoken in whispers and in shouts. Names of men who would not kneel. The wars did not end. They only changed names. The Americans came. They came in waves, pushing west, planting their flags, cutting into the land. The Apache fought them too. They fought hard. They fought well. Mangus and Cochise, leaders and fighters, they did not give in. They struck where the enemy was weakest. They vanished before the enemy could strike back. The Camp Grant Massacre of 1871. Blood on the sand. Women, children, gone in a moment. The Americans spoke of treaties, then broke them. The Apache spoke of vengeance and kept their word. Geronimo's resistance. A warrior did not quit. He ran. He fought. He ran again. The mountains hid him. The canyons held his war cries. The Americans chased him until he had nowhere left to go. The warrior does not belong behind fences. But the fences came. The land was taken. The White Mountain Apache were placed on a reservation. The old ways had to change. Some adopted. Some did not. The government built roads, schools, and churches. Some called it progress. Others called it an end. But the Apache are still here. They run the land they were given. They make it their own. The forest, the rivers, the mountains, they still know them. They build businesses. They run a casino. They welcome those who come to see, to learn. They do not forget who they are. They do not forget where they came from. You can see their White Mountain Apache Cultural Center Museum. It's a place to remember, a place to teach. Sunrise Park Resort, a place for the modern world to meet the old. Their efforts in language and education, the words of the ancestor, will not be lost. Not if the Apache have anything to say about it. They were here before the settlers. They are here now. They will be here after. The White Mountain Apache do not vanish. They endure.